Hello and welcome to second year Baccalaureate English. In this lesson, we're going to learn the present continuous. I'm going to teach you how to form the present continuous and when to use it. And at the end of the lesson, we're going to have a short quiz. First, take a look at these examples. She is living in London. They are speaking on the phone right now. He is not playing basketball at the moment. Are you writing a paragraph now? It is raining here these days. I am drinking tea right now. Now let's take a look at how we form the present continuous. So we form the present continuous using the present tense of the auxiliary verb to be, which is is, or are, plus the present participle, which is verb plus ing. For example, I am reading, you are speaking, he is playing, they are not helping. I am studying English right now. You, we, they are studying English right now. He, she, and it is studying English right now. So the sentence structure is subject plus auxiliary verb plus the present participle. The auxiliary verb here is verb to be in the present simple, which is am, is, or are, plus the verb plus ing. For example, study, studying. In this case, I am studying, you are studying, etc. Now let's take a look at some other spelling rules for the verb plus ing, or as we refer to it as the present participle. So when a verb ends in a single e, this e is dropped before adding ing. For example, argue, arguing, love, loving, except after age, die, and sing. Example, we say aging, dying, and singing. We don't change anything, we just add ing, even if these verbs end in e, but this is an exception. And also verbs ending in double e. So verbs ending in double e, we don't drop this e or change anything, we just add ing. For example, agree, agreeing, see, seeing. Next, when a verb of one syllable has one vowel and ends in a single consonant, for example, hit, this consonant, in this case the letter T, is doubled before adding ing. For example, hit, hitting, run, running, stop, stopping. And for verbs of two or more syllables, whose last syllable contains only one vowel and ends in a single consonant, for example, admit. In this case, we double this consonant if the stress falls on the last syllable. For example, admit, admitting, begin, beginning, prefer, preferring, but not budget, because budget, the stress does not fall on the last syllable, because we don't say budget, we say budget. So that's why we don't double the last consonant. In this case, budget becomes budgeting without doubling the last consonant. Enter also, enter, entering. Because as I mentioned before, the stress not on the last syllable. Next, a final L after a single vowel is however always doubled. For example, signal, signaling, travel, traveling. Except in American English. In American English, we don't double the final L before adding ing. Keep it as it is and add ing. For example, signal, signaling. ing can be added to a verb ending in y without affecting the spelling of the verb. For example, carry, carrying. So unlike present simple, for verbs ending in y, in the present participle or in the present continuous, for verbs ending in y, we just add ing. We change nothing. So enjoy, enjoying. Hurry, hurrying. Next, let's see some examples of affirmative sentences. My brother is living in London. I am playing basketball right now. She is playing volleyball at the moment. They are speaking English on the phone now. We are eating dinner right now. It is raining here. Next, let's see the negative form. So in the negative form, we use subject plus auxiliary plus not plus the present participle. I am not working, or the short form, I'm not working. You are not or you aren't working. He, she, and it is not or isn't working. We are not or aren't working. They are not or they aren't working. Next, let's see some examples of negative sentences. So, my brother is not living in London. I am not playing basketball right now. She is not playing volleyball at the moment. We are not getting up next morning. They are not speaking on the phone. We are not eating dinner right now. It is not raining here. Now let's see the question form. So in the question form, we use auxiliary, which is am, is, or are, plus subject, plus the present participle. For example, am I working? Are you working? Is he working? Are we working? Are they working? Now let's take a look at some examples of the interrogative or question form. Number 1, is my brother living in London? Am I playing basketball right now? Is she playing volleyball at the moment? Are they speaking on the phone now? Are we eating dinner right now? Is it raining here? Now let's see when to use the present continuous. So the present continuous is generally used to talk about something or actions that are happening at the time of speaking or generally around the time of speaking. So it's either used to talk about something that is happening now or at the moment or at the time of speaking, or something that is happening around now, which means not necessarily at the time of speaking. For example, when I say I am reading a book, it can mean I am reading it right now, and it can also mean I am reading a book these days. So for an action happening now, for example, it is raining at the moment. So when we say it is raining at the moment, we mean that something is happening right now. I am not wearing a coat as it isn't cold. Why are you sitting at my desk? What's the baby doing? He's tearing up a 5-pound note. For an action happening about this time but not necessarily at the time of speaking. For example, I am reading a book by Charles Dickens. So this action means, or this action may mean that I am reading this book at the time of speaking or around the time of speaking. So this may mean at the time or at the moment of speaking, but may also mean now in a more general sense. So now in a more general sense means around now. He is teaching French and learning Greek. He may not be doing either at the moment of speaking. So this example illustrates what I have been saying concerning this use of the present continuous, because sometimes students get confused about this. Now let's take a look at some signal words. Words that we use with the present continuous for an action happening now. So we have the word now, right now, and at this moment. For an action that is happening around now or around the time of speaking, we use, for example, these days, this month, etc. Now let's take a look at this short quiz to see how much you understood from the lesson. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comment section below, and I will be more than happy to answer them and clarify anything for you. So in this quiz, we have to choose the correct answer. Number 1, they eating dinner at the moment. Number 2, not sleeping now. Number 3, my brother or my mother-in-law is at our house this week. Number 4, my dinner right now. And number 5, my sister, Spanish these days. And finally, number 6, I at the hair salon this month. So in this quiz, you have to choose the correct answer. So please take your time and try to answer this quiz, and I will be more than happy to correct it for you on the comment section below. So feel free to leave me questions and comments, and I will be more than happy to answer them as soon as possible. Thank you so much and have a nice day.